Another major aspect of this stage was the early formation of diplomatic identity. The Ottomans were surrounded by rival Turkish beyliks, powerful Byzantine forces, and European kingdoms watching anxiously. Orhan used marriages, alliances, and strategic friendships to expand influence without battles when possible. His marriage into Byzantine imperial circles is a famous example. This gave the Ottomans not only political legitimacy but also access to valuable trade, military, and diplomatic connections that fueled their rise. Religious legitimacy also strengthened the empire. The Ottomans positioned themselves as the champions of Islam in Anatolia, which helped unite various Turkish tribes under their authority. They won the support of influential Sufi leaders and Islamic scholars, who encouraged loyalty to the Ottomans as protectors of the Muslim population. The blend of spiritual authority, military discipline, and political vision created a unique identity that separated the Ottomans from other regional powers. As the Ottomans expanded into northwest Anatolia, their attention soon turned toward Europe. This stage included the first Ottoman foothold in the Balkans, beginning with the strategic crossing into Thrace. Although full-scale Balkan expansion came later, the early steps were already being taken. Small raids, alliances with Balkan leaders, and the taking of forts across the Marmara region opened the door for future conquests. This was the moment the empire's destiny began stretching beyond Anatolia into the European continent. One of the fascinating aspects of this period was the Ottomans' ability to blend nomadic traditions with settled urban governance. They still valued the warrior spirit of their ancestors, but they also built cities, markets, schools, and administrative offices. This balance allowed them to adapt quickly to changing environments, one day fighting as swift cavalry on the frontier, the next day negotiating political agreements in courtly settings. Few other powers achieved this combination so effectively. By the end of this stage, the Ottomans had transformed from a tribal principality into a structured state with territorial continuity, a functioning capital, organized institutions, and a rapidly developing military system. What began as a beylik now looked like a rising empire. The surrounding world, Byzantine emperors, Balkan kings, and rival Turkish rulers, realized that the Ottomans were no longer just another frontier tribe. They had become a power that demanded respect, one that was steadily preparing for greater conquests. This fourth stage was the turning point that shaped the empire's long-term character. It created the political foundations, military strengths, economic networks, and cultural identity that future sultans like Murad I and Mehmed the Conqueror would build upon. Without this period of structured growth and strategic expansion, the Ottoman Empire would never have risen to dominate 3 continents. It was in this stage that the dream Osman planted began to grow into a force destined to change world history.